Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today EYPT just filed their Form 8K about their annual meeting results, and I am seeing a clear signal about their incentive plans. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The main takeaway is that shareholders approved an increase to the company's stock incentive plan, which can mean more shares for employees and executives. EyePoint Incorporated, a company in the healthcare and biotechnology sector, recently held its 2026 annual meeting of stockholders on the 18th of June. This filing, a current report on Form 8K, covers the important outcomes from that meeting. The company is based in Delaware and trades on the Nasdaq Global Market under the ticker EYPT. A key event at the meeting was the approval of an amendment to their 2023 long-term incentive plan. This amendment allows for an additional 490,000 shares of common stock to be issued under the plan. Essentially, the company is getting ready to grant more stock options or awards to its team. The meeting was well attended with over 84% of the company's outstanding shares represented. This indicates a strong level of shareholder engagement. Let's look at who shareholders elected to the board of directors. All the nominated directors were approved to serve until the next annual meeting. For example, Gran Ando, Maryland received a significant number of full votes totaling over 59 million JS Duca. Maryland also saw strong support with nearly 62.5 million for votes. This shows confidence in the current leadership. Now, about that incentive plan increase, shareholders voted to approve the amendment, which adds 4.9 million shares. There were about 49.7 million for votes and roughly 13 million against votes. This means a majority of the voting shareholders are in favor of giving the company more shares to use for incentive programs. Companies often use stock incentives to attract and retain talent, especially in competitive fields like biotech. Shareholders also voted on the compensation of the company's top executives. This is an advisory vote, meaning the board is not legally bound by the outcome, but it does signal shareholder sentiment. The say on pay vote was largely positive, with over 60.5 million for votes. This suggests that investors are generally comfortable with how the company is rewarding its executives. Finally, the appointment of Deloitte and Touch LLP as the independent auditor for the fiscal year ending the 31st of December 2026 was ratified. This is a standard procedure to ensure the company's financial statements are audited by an independent party. The ratification was overwhelmingly approved with over 70.6 million for votes. The filing also lists the exhibits. Most importantly, Exhibit 10.1 contains the actual amendment to the 2023 long-term incentive plan, which is the document detailing the increased share pool. Looking at the broader context, EyePoint, Inc. is a biotechnology company with a market cap of around $1.2 billion. Recent news also mentions approval of this incentive plan increase, which is good to see alignment between the company's actions and shareholder votes. However, we also saw a significant stock price drop earlier in the year, so this incentive plan approval might be a move to keep key people motivated during what could be a challenging period. So, what does this all mean? The approval of the increased incentive plan is a signal that EyePoint is focused on retaining its talent pipeline, with companies like Suvretta Capital Management and Cormorant Asset Management holding significant stakes. Shareholder approval on key governance matters is crucial. The fact that all proposals passed, including the incentive plan, suggests the board has a good handle on communicating with its investors. The risk I am watching is how effectively these new shares are deployed to drive future growth, and if it can overcome past volatility. What I'm actually looking for is a clear strategy tied to these new incentives. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded, like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord link below.